How's everybody doing today? Today we are going to be creating this fun, colorful eye look with the Clionadh Cosmetics Dragon Fruit Palette. If you wanted to see how they worked, what I thought about them, you're in the right place and you need to keep on watching. Okay, so let's do some quick swatches. I'm just going to There's 13 shades, so I'm going to try and see if I can just do it on my hand and down here. And I'm actually going to use a brush because, spoiler alert, these go on really well with a brush. Just putting it out there. So I'm going to swatch them. I don't have my glasses on me anywhere here, so I will, or do I have a... Okay, hold up. No, we can do this thing. We can do this thing. Okay, so the first shade we are going to swatch. This is one of the two multichromes, and this is Bubbles. So I'm just going to go swatch that, and then yeah, you can tell it's just really. This one I think might do better with the finger. Let me just. Yeah, there we go. So the multichromes definitely go on better with a finger. So that is Bubbles. Then the next, so let's do them in the order here of those. So that, and then the other one was Dragontini. So that's that. Then we also have two Sparkle Shadow formulas. So this is not going to be in the order of the palette. This is as of this little thingy here. So from the shadow or the Sparkle formula, we have Effervescent. So that's the third one there. And then we have Fruit. No, it is Infusion. And there we go, Infusion. So that is the Tea Sparkle. Then we have two Duochromes. One of them is Hyloceris and then Fruit Fizz. So that would be Hyloceris. And then Fruit Fizz is the next one. Fruit Fizz. Then the next thing we have, let's do the other one where there's just three of. This is the metallic formula. So it'll be Refresh, Dragonfly, and Exotic. So we've got Refresh, Dragonfly, Exotic. So there we go. And then I think we'll just have to do my other hand here for the last four shades, or part of my arm because I have earlier swatches there. We're going to have Strawberry Pear and then Sweetened. So that is Strawberry Pear and then that's Sweetened. And then we have Cactusay and Prickly. And then Cactusay and Prickly. So there we go. Really swatched beautifully. How I said I was going to do with the brush, and I ended up using my fingers. Oh well, there we go. All right, on to the video. Hey, it's Chloe, and if you can hear that in the background, I am dog sitting for this weekend, and Pascal can be a little bit needy and a little bit noisy, but he's a good boy. So we are going to be playing with the Dragon Fruit palette, and since I've got the doggo here and I have my cats in the other part of my place, I'm filming old school on my phone in the living room. Goodness gracious. So you will have, hopefully that's the box that it came in. I will try and remember to do some swatches. I don't know how easy swatching these would be. I'm just going to cover this up so I don't blind you with the mirror, because these are some beautiful shades here. So looking at, so there we go. So let me just swap out the little card for the little booklet. that comes with so that I can kind of explain the shades a little bit. So they have two that they are the Sparkle and Shadow formula, and they're in the colors Effervescent and Infusion. This is Effervescent there, and Infusion is this one here. So this one and this one are the Sparkle and Shadow formula. They're two Duochromes, and it's Hydrocerealus and Fruit Fizz are the Duochromes. So this one here, and where is Fruit Fizz? And Fruit Fizz. So this shade here and this shade here are the Duochromes. Then they have Velvet Satin formula. So strawberry pear sweetened cactus and prickly are the Velvet Satin, and that is, there's the strawberry pear, that is sweetened, that's the cactus, and then this one is prickly. So these are the Velvet Satin. There are three metallic formulas, which is Refresh, Dragonfly, and Exotic. And then there's two multichrome formulas, and that is in Bubbles, which I think I may try as a highlighter today, and don't have my glasses on, Dragontini. Okay, that's a fun name. That one here. So there we go. So there's 5 different formulas in here. So that is very interesting. So this palette was $74.99 Canadian, and then there was about $25 shipping, and then of course a GST. So this cost me $105. That is a little pricey for a palette. It is beautiful. It's constructed gorgeously. The packaging is really nice. The color formula is beautiful. This is going to be an amazing companion piece to a whole bunch of different palettes. I was going to bring some matte eyeshadows to try, but I think I'm just going to maybe use a few colored bases instead, and then just kind of see how some of these goes, and then do a little bit of highlighting and of course inner corners with these. So yeah, I actually wanted the 2 highlighters. They were sold out. I could have pre-ordered, but by that point, I think there would have been a ton of other releases that I would have really wanted in its stead. And then I was like, no, I shouldn't buy this. I shouldn't buy this. Because I didn't want to, because this was definitely a little bit pricey. But I thought, you know what, let's do it. I have 3 of their single shades that I really enjoy. This is kind of, I believe, their first palette that they put out. It's a collab with somebody that I don't know, Emily Violet Marie, but I will definitely check her out after this. So the book comes with, of course, the description of the different types of shades, and then they just have this other little booklet inside that gives you some ideas on using the eyeshadows in here. You can definitely do some looks without using any kind of base to them the way it looks, but we are going to, at least for sure on one eye, maybe do a base. So let me grab one. So I went and I just grabbed a few of the different bases that I had. So I grabbed the new Suva one, then I have a couple kind of no-name P. Louise dupes. So I have a green one here, and then I have a purple. So I was really thinking that I wanted to play with the purple shades and the green shades in here. And if I do that, if I do the purple, for sure the purples and the greens, I will use 3 of the different formulas. If I use another one as a highlighter, that would be 4, and maybe as an inner corner we can use another one. So maybe we can try and see if we can use all the formulas that are in here. So at first, let's play, because we know I love green the best, but let's play with the purple first, and let's just put on a teeny bit of this purple base. So I'm just going to pop a little bit onto my hand. This is just something I got through, I want to say, was it AliExpress? I want to say AliExpress. They were dupes for P. Louise. I had trouble getting P. Louise here, so I thought, oh, you know, just for you know, shits and giggles, there's just a little bit of liquid in there. I had to shake it up. Let's try these. I really like these bases. And then I've in the meantime gotten a few P. Louise and they're actually kind of comparable. So there is that. So let's just put some purple and then we'll just put it into the one eye. And then, yeah, let's go totally old school. We can totally see my dirty mirror. So I just want to do a light dusting. And then I thought I'm also going to did one video on the Danessa Myricks. And then since I was on puppy duty and working yesterday, I didn't wear any makeup yesterday. So I didn't get to do my second test on that foundation. So I thought while we were at it, I can just do that again and just because I broke every rule in using that foundation the other day. I just used it as if I normally did, or I should say the balm powder. And I want to use it the way it's supposed to be, just on its own, and then maybe a setting spray. So there we go. We've just got a little bit of purple down as a base. And then I was just using one of my little Floofy Morphe brushes for that. If I use my normal one that I use for putting down a base, it usually covers a lot more of the eye, but I just wanted to do the lid in that purple shade. So let's take a slightly fluffy brush and let's just see how that works first. Thank you, Pascal. And then we're going to go into the darker purple, which is the Velvet Satin formula, and that was the one that was called Prickly. You're just trying a big mirror, Prickly. So let's go into that, and then let's just try first off with a fluffy brush, and let's do it on the outer edge of the eye and see what we think. Well, that goes on pigmented. Wow. And that's using a pretty fluffy brush. I find that a lot of times if you use a pretty fluffy brush, that sometimes you don't always get like the true pow of pigment. It's really good for when you want to put a little bit on and then kind of blend as you go along. But wow. Okay. This is nice. Okay. We're liking that a lot. That is really, really pretty. Dang. There we go. So with the purple, I do want to bring it over a little bit more, maybe a smidge more over onto the lid. I am wondering if maybe we can put one of the raspberry shades. So let's see, there was one of the formulas. So we knew for sure we were going to use the Sparkle, the Velvet Satin Metallic, and the Multichrome. So if I take the color that is, I can't pronounce these, Hyaloceros, I don't know, in the middle, and then use the light purple, I will be able to get all 5 in. And then because I haven't swatched them yet, like I said, I will do some swatches, but let's do that. Let's try a little bit of that raspberry shade. I'm gonna grab another semi-floofy brush for that as well. A little bit denser, but still got that nice floof. And then we're gonna go into the shade, what is it? Yeah, can't pronounce it. That one. So that's that shade right there. So let's go and pop that into the middle. Yeah, let's try and use all the different, oh, this tray is feeling a little loose in there. I wonder if these are magnetic. I'm gonna try my little magnetic thing later. Oh, wow. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. This is delicious. Okay. So I wanted to say that price-wise, I had some buyer's remorse. Quality-wise, not even a little bit. So I'm going to say that I am seriously 2 shades in, very glad that I got this palette. This is really beautiful. And looking at the payoff here, you really can use these on their own, maybe a little light base to get a little stick. You don't need to seem to use the finger to get payoff. Wow, this is great. So if you're not one of those people that like to use shimmery formulas with your finger or special brushes or anything, you just want to use a brush, pop them in and go, this is the one for you 110%. So I'm just going to use the same brush for the inner corner, and then we're going to go into that the light purple shade. infusion, and that's again the Sparkle and Shadow formula. And just as a refresher, it's that color right there. So let's do that. Even though I'm using my phone again, I'm really excited that I got a little adapter that I'm able to plug it into a monitor and I can see what I'm doing, not just on the small camera. I can see what we're doing on the big screen. Not that that doesn't stop me from still occasionally being partly off screen when I'm holding things up. All right, that one's really pretty. That's a way lighter shade, but it's very, very pretty. And then we'll do, after I do all my base and everything, we'll do the lower lash lines then. We're gonna try and see how many colors we can do. When I did the Gourmand Girls, that was pretty easy because there's only 6 shades. You could do 3 per eye, which is what I did. But we've got, what do we have here? I didn't even pay attention. 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is it 13? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 13 shades. Okay. And then I'm guessing the reason why the 2 bigger ones, the ones that's in this same formula, the Sparkle Velvet and then the one of the Multichromes, is bigger. I guess she's assuming people are going to use them more. They use them as highlighters, inner corner plus on the eye. So, but yeah, these go on really nicely with the brush, as we can see. But I am going to take my finger. I'm going to take a little bit of this lighter one. I'm just going to see if I just get a little bit more on the inner corner using my finger. And I do. It does definitely give me a little teeny bit more, but not much more. So yeah, you can safely just use the brush on these and they will look really good. So there we go. We've got our purpley raspberry eye going here. Yeah, I like you. All right, so let's move on to the other eye. So I think I'm going to use greens for this one. And then the 2 greens in here, there's the Velvet Satin formula, and then there's the metallic formula. So this, what I was gonna say, yeah. So this is the Velvet, and then this one is the metallic. And then I think I am also going to use a green base. It is a darker base, but I think if I just use smidgy smidge like I did with the purple, that should work really well. Let's go into these shadows. So we're going to take the Velvet Satin one in, again, such weird names, but try again. I'm just gonna pop it in there later. They're just some strange ass names I cannot pronounce. There we go. So we're gonna go into that. Now let's call it the darker green of the 2, or the less shimmery. And then let's go and stick that on the outer corner. Oh yeah, yes, 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 yes. I'm a green hoe. This way we tried purples, a little bit of the pinks, and now the greens. Yeah, so definitely, again, if you don't want to ever put shimmers on with your finger or with a spatula, or duochromes or any of those type of shadows, this is the formula for you. I think some of these might be new formulas. Yay me, and not doing any kind of research. Okay. And I watched a lot of videos. I watched a few videos, but I also have a crappy memory. So you'll have to forgive me on this. Maybe if I remember, I'll put some more info in the description box. Some stuff from the booklets or from their website. There's that. And then we were going to do, go into that Dragonfly shade. So this is the one that's in the metallic formula. I'm going to try this with a fluffy brush and see how that does. Yeah, it doesn't matter what brush you use. These go on super, super nice. Yeah, maybe we'll use that other shade for the inner corner, because I'm really digging, or maybe underneath. Okay, these 2 greens look beautiful together. Wow. How beautiful are these shades? Like, this is insanity. little bit more on the outside again. I'm just going to do a rounded look today. At first I thought about bringing it up, but I think we will not. All right, so this is what we've got so far. I'm going to go and put my base on. Then we'll come back and do the lower lash line, inner corners. Okay, so there we go. So we are again with the Danessa Merrick's. I didn't powder it. I just put on a little bit of bronzer, a little bit of blush, and I sprayed it. So yeah. Also, I'm feeling a little bright here. So I'm gonna shut my, I only have one light on there. You know what? Oh wow, that's 100% better. What was I filming before? Okay, so let's just do strictly some day light here. As you can see, I've got this moving light here, but let's do it to that. It looks way better actually. So there we go. So then we can have a definite look at how this is looking right now. Yeah, that looks way better. So I can really see the shimmers in there. How beautiful is that? All right, so now we've got that going. I wish I could figure out where that one light is coming from, but anywho, let's continue on. So let's work on bottom lash line and let's see what other colors we want to do. But now that I lowered the light, I cannot see the colors on here, so I will have to put them somewhere on the screen here. Okay, so let's grab one of my favorite brushes here. I was digging through the brushes to try and find one for my brows, and now they're all out of order. There's one. Okay, yeah, these little, I really have to look to see if I can get some more of these. Okay, so we did the green and then the purple with a little bit of raspberry. So for bottom lash line, so for the purple one, let's go into that multichrome that I was playing with before. That is the Fruit Fizz. So let's stick that on the bottom lash line on the green side. So I'm just going to take a little bit on this brush here, and that's the one that's on my palm there. And then let's see how that looks when we stick it. We're doing on the side, right? Yeah. On the bottom lash line here. Then afterwards, I'll put on a little mascara. I'm not sure if I want to stick an eyeliner on, but I did grab one just in case. So, and then except for when I tried putting on a little bit with my finger, I've not suffered any fallout, and it doesn't look like I have any, what does Teresa is Dead call it? Glitter bukkake all over. So this is really nice. Oh yeah, and then we wanted to put on a little bit as highlighter. So that's for our bottom lash line. I'm not sure if I want to deepen it up or not. So let's just leave that as a thought process for now. And then on the purple side, let's go into let's use the shade. Is that the one? Oh yeah, we stuck that one in the center, didn't we? Let's go into that hypo something or other, which is the other Duochrome, and that is that shade there. I think that's not the one we used in the middle. I think we used the other darker one. So let's pop that on the bottom and see how that looks. Oops, wrong guy. Yeah, that looks really nice. I like that color. And then I think let's just use another color, and then let's use this shade here. Can't read it again because now down here it's darkness. We're gonna go into that shade there, and then I'm gonna pop that on a little bit more on the outer edge. Yeah, really pretty, right? So now let's do some highlight, and then for highlight, let's use, this is the shade that's the Sparkle formula, and that's the Effervescent. So it's that shade there. So let's grab some of that. Oh, and then this lighting, the colors look exactly as I see them in person. So let's go with that. And then there we go. I'm gonna use one of my favorite highlighting brushes. And then let's take a little bit of that. This may be super bright, but let's find out. Oh, did I? Or maybe I took the wrong side of the brush. There we go. Okay, let's do the other side. Oh, there we go. Now I can see the beautiful sparkle. Yeah, that makes a good highlighter. It's not, it doesn't feel too super, like it's blingy, but it doesn't feel out of hand. So that's definitely really, really pretty. Yeah, that's really nice. Like that. And I know it's eyeshadow, but it's not bad on the texture for skin. So I think that's pretty nice. All right, now for inner corner, we're gonna go into the other multichrome shade. So when I'm looking at it this light, so here it looks white, but then when I look at it at a different angle, it almost has a minty blue. I wish I could show you the effect. I wonder if I swipe it on my finger and on my palm, if you can see a little, whoops, a little bit more of it. There we go, a bit shifting. So very cool. So I think we'll use that for the inner corners of our eyes. For both eyeballs. Ooh, look at that. It's like the light beam in the darkness. Wow, that is really beautiful. I need a little bit more. I do feel that the green eye needs a different color underneath. So I think for the green, let's take, let's just take the darkest green again and then layer that underneath the duochrome there. Just feel like it needs to be a bit darker. So, okay, so this is going to be my only thing with these shadows. I think for inner corner, highlight on the actual lids themselves is really good. I'm not sure how much I like them for me on the bottom eye line, but you never know until you play with them, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go put eyeliner on, mascara on, and then we will come back for some final thoughts on this palette. Okay, back in a sec. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I changed my mind. I put a little liner and yay, the light kind of settled down a little bit so I don't have this thing flashing in my face. But here we go. What do we think? Really beautiful, right? Not an adventurous look. I mean, I'm usually not to that girl, though sometimes. I went with a slightly brighter lip. Talking is hard. Just one that I have from Lethal Cosmetics. Just before I wanted a little bit of color on my lips, so I just thought I'd just put a little balm on just to give a little color, but really, really pretty. Okay, so some real talk on the Dragon Fruit palette. All right, again, packaging is A+. This mirror inside is beautiful and bright. The packaging is this, it squeaks a little bit, but it's nice hard plastic. The color story is very beautiful. And if you want an all shimmer look, of course you can use this palette all by itself. You don't need another palette. You can do with a little bit of it, even without base. I think these would go on really nice. I mean, look how it just swatched off a hand, right? I mean, these are really, really nice. So cost-wise, I don't, I mean, I know packaging, small brand, that there's multichromes, duochromes, metallics. I get it's not, I guess it can be a little bit pricey to make. And again, if you're not, you know, Urban Decay or something where you create masses amount, the prices can be high. But for me, I think $75 Canadian basically, plus the crazy shipping, which again is not their fault. It's Canada Post, but still $25 for shipping for one palette, I find is a little ridiculous. But again, that's nothing to do with Clionadh. The shadows are beautiful. Do I regret purchasing it? Of course I don't. I love this palette and I think I'm going to get a lot of use. I will probably use it more as a companion palette, but I can definitely, if I want something that's really shimmery, to reach for this 100%. It's kind of like almost all your shimmers, duochromes, metallics in one palette. Another green or two wouldn't have gone amiss, but I want to say, just taking the price out of the equation, I want to say it's 10 out of 10. I really enjoy this. I think it's very beautiful. The qualities are really nice. These are definitely easy to use, easy to blend. Um, use any type of brush and it works. You can use your finger too, but this is definitely like, because I know so many times when people are like, no, I will not use my finger. I just want to use my brushes. And if they don't work with brushes, I don't like them or I won't reach for them. And you know what? Fair enough. But with these, you can use your brushes. You're not going to have any problem that way. So if you like this color story, you like how they look like they're performing. And again, this is right now, this is in natural light. I started filming with just one little light because I'm filming in the living room versus where I'm in my normal filming room because of the doggo that's sleeping over there. Maybe I'll insert a photo after so you can see the cutie pie. But yeah, so you can kind of see really what it's looking like on real skin. I just have a balm on, like wrinkles and all. So I think this is really good. I really enjoy it. So if the price isn't a factor for you, shipping isn't a factor for you, and you've been wanting this palette, 100% go for it. If it's sold out, I think they have a pre-order up as well. At least the last time I looked, there was. Yeah, this is fantastic. I wish I would have got the highlighters, but you know, but I am glad that I bought this. And the one shade works decently as a highlighter. I didn't go too crazy. I just used a really fluffy brush and yeah. So there we go. That's it for me. Hopefully this isn't too crazy long of a video for this simple of an eye look. But there we go. I hope you guys are having a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this. I hope you behave. You make good choices. And one of them could be liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. It would be greatly appreciated. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends. We can still make the most glimmery eye look together. Alrighty, that's it. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye.